Hey there, everybody. So sorry for the delay. Um, for some reason, I guess a driver went out of date or something, or got changed when I rebooted my computer, and I just had to fresh install all the software. But hey, 15 minutes later, I'm here, and let's make some stuff. Let's see. Yeah, but I guess let's briefly go over the kind of stuff that I accomplished over the weekend. I guess we can do that a little bit later, but. Hey there, Vile. Hey there, Razor. Thank you for stopping by. It's going okay. I've more or less settled into my apartment, which is nice. The only thing I still need to get is a trash can. Um, yeah, yeah. Everything else is more or less good enough. It's a do a flip. No, that'll be the last thing I do. Hey there, Anastasia. Thank you for stopping by. Um, but yeah, so let's go over some of the cool stuff that I've been working on. Namely, since we last spoke, I've done two things. I have, let's see, oh, whoops, error. Why is he yelling at me? Don't yell at me. I don't know what that's about. I might just have to close and reopen Studio. Okay, it's just, all right, so I'm gonna do that and then see, hopefully if that helps things. But yeah, so basically, since we last spoke, I have gone and I've built out the technologies that we're going to be relying on for customization. Namely, there are two of them. The first one is layered clothing. There's not necessarily too much new to build out per se, but I need to understand how do I make a layered clothing asset that actually scales well onto other items. I think I've gotten it down. It took about 10 hours of iteration plus another five or six, which y'all saw. But I'm pretty happy with the results. However, I do now understand that with the limitations of layered clothing, it has to be reserved for basically armor and maybe jackets. Anything else is just asking too much. Yeah, not only will our old characters save, they should translate over to the new assets, ideally. We're going to be working using the original character data. For example, the all the starter characters, we'll be using that to test out how characters will translate. Yeah, well, that's a great idea, Jimmy Douglas. All right, so Squid Stick, yeah, let me bring that up. It took a while. I know you were here last time, so you got to witness just the amount of suffering that goes into it. Um, but let's see. All right, so here we are. That's not right. Where is it? Did it not load? Maybe it's still loading. I oh wait a second. Maybe these create popped up last time. This is what happens when you test things live. Endless suffering. Oh, it's because I selected the wrong. Okay, never mind. This one's actually not a big deal. I need to change this to say chest armor instead of knee armor, which feels like shouldn't be that difficult. But here we are. I'm gonna check. Maybe Rojo's busted. So I'm gonna reboot that because according to this, should be adding the correct Will there be a testing period for testers, or just going to? There's definitely going to be a testing period. In fact, that testing period is going to last a while as we build out the game. Okay, come on, please. Why did God make me to suffer? Why are you adding the knee armor? The code is for the chest armor. Am I going crazy? Oh, it needs to be an and. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, figured it out. All right, here we go. All right, yeah. Yeah, no, me doing the insanity like anime face, eyes face in different directions. All right, yeah, so here they all are. So this is for the upper armor. Um, and as far as I can tell, there is no way to make it look exactly the same across all of them. For example, if you look at the superhero life, the problem is with they really did a bad job at porting the blocky one. Like, if you look at it here, you can see that it goes down farther. Like, there's like just more of it on this one, and that's because they flattened it in such a weird way. But uh, in general, though, it still looks passable on the blocky one, and it looks actually good on the other ones. Like, look at this. I think this one's actually becoming my favorite in terms of how it's layering. But yeah, no, I think that looks pretty good. This one looks great, of course. This is why this one's my favorite, y'all. I know it has some. It's not perfect. The hands are weird. I agree, the hands are weird. But like, just in terms of the proportions and stuff, it just looks. It just this one just fits it so well, you know. But yeah, and there's also the female versions. Um, yeah, no, it rescales quite nicely, and so that is how so that's how the layered clothing stuff is going to work. I've gone through and laid out except the other ones that I'm going to make. Um, yeah, which is so we have the wrist armor, um, shoulder pad, shoulder armor, knee armor, forearm armor, belt, and X armor. And so these are what we're aiming for initial release. Everything else is going to become textures, which y'all might be wondering, how are we going to do customization with textures? All right, so check this out. It may not look that impressive at first glance, but there are some interesting things. For one, the oh yeah, me too, Vile. The main body type. After I build out all of them, I might do it to a vote, but I also might just go with 2016 or 2012, whichever one ends up looking the best in general, whichever one is the best looking, that's the one we're going to go with, including like how all of them fit together. Um, but no, so look at these pants. Let me show you exactly what's happening here. For one, um, so here is as I said, this does not look interesting. I'm fully aware of that. But if I go and okay, so let me go and just comment this out. All right. Okay, so let's go through this one at a time. So this is what the character looks like on default. And so what I've done here is I've actually gone through and I've reverse engineered all the texture mapping. And so what I can do now, what this means is if I go through and say, don't like the shoes that came with this set of pants, I can then instead find a set of pants that I do like the shoes of, like this one, for instance. Like, wow, I like these shoes. These are some nice boots. And then using, the power of, let's see, by using the power of UV wrapping, I can actually combine the two. So I can have these shoes on those pants, which I think, okay, so let's get that hooked up. Okay. And so now, oh, looks like I missed a part. Where is that? But you can see what I'm getting at though, right? Like now it's added these shoes over those pants. In fact, maybe I can do one where it just doesn't add it at all to the other side so we can just have a clear comparison. Okay. Okay, yeah. See? So if you check this out, we now have the ability to change the shoes on textured pants. And that's not all. There's some other stuff that I think is pretty cool. And that is we can change the color of it. And if I wanted to say make this a white, um, like a white shoe, I can actually do some processing math on the colors and invert the colors when it is a certain shade. And so now I can make this brown boot into a white boot. And I think that looks pretty good. And then let's say that I, wanted to change the color of the pants. I can do that. I can, in fact, do that here, where if I wanted to make these pants blue, that is doable. All I got to do is I can make it any color, and I can make it an orange. I can make it, all the way. I can pretty much do whatever I want. Like I literally have control over the pixels themselves. So yeah, so while it's not necessarily the most interesting initial thing. Oh, and then finally, I can actually do modifications. Where right now, I don't know if y'all can see this, but the belt here, I don't think looks like it should go right here. Obviously, they built it for like a blocky version. I think it'd look a little bit better up here. However, so let's say that I wanted to remove the belt. What I can do now is I can actually resize the texture itself and move it up. And so now you can see the belt can actually be moved up entirely, and we can get something that fits a little bit better. I can go as extreme with this as I want. I can keep I can stretch it super far up. I can I can make the bottom 5% of the pants make up the entire upper leg, which honestly does not look that bad. Like I can remove the pockets entirely this way. Well, that doesn't look good. But point is, I probably, with all of this control over the, you know, texture itself now, I can take what used to be um, what used to be a pretty, boring set of pants, and now entirely convert them over. Like it. Okay, so adjusting for this, these are how the pants started. This is what we've been able to turn them into. And that is pretty awesome. And so now with that, I can do a bunch of cool stuff. I can swap out items. I can change their color. For example, in this one right up here, uh, I can, let me bring these back up. But yeah, So see, I was able to make this one black and white. I was able to swap out this one with an entirely different texture. You know, just things that otherwise, believe it or not, you all might not realize this, but um, okay, so hand texturing is interesting because not all outfits actually support hand texturing. For example, this one right here is very much a what's it called? It actually try to wrap these ones around here, but for the most part, though, I since I have control over this area, I can uh, I can do what I like. I might end up going with one that's a little bit more. Let's see. So let's swap out the. We can actually do something pretty fun in the sense that we can just swap over to a new body type, so we can see what this outfit looks like on a different person. So let's go with. Okay, so character type is up here. So let's go with blocky. Oh wait, yeah, I forgot it. It moves it every time. But yeah, so you can see what it looks like with blocky. The hands, as you can see on these kind of outfits, if the bottom texture is not covered, it won't apply it to the gloves. However, we can now add gloves in the same way that we added this shoe here. So if we wanted to add gloves to these later, we can apply them as we like. Let's see, what's another one? How about 2010? Let's see how that looks. Yeah, no, same here. Like you see, like this is a solution, which this is why it takes so long, but it pays off so well because now I have a system which can apply this to any different body type and give me complete control over it. So yeah, that's what I've been up to, and that's what is going to power a lot of the customization now. We're going to have this age of complete control over it. This does use a technology called editable images, though, and that isn't actually going to be released for until later this year by Roblox. It's in beta right now, so I can only use it in Studio. If by if that takes longer than I am able to make this stuff, then I will just cache it into like make a bunch of like pre-made ones. Like I'll like port it to like 10 different like 10 different combinations or something. It's not ideal, but yeah, you do what you got to do. Um, but yeah, this stuff should be pretty dynamic. All right, so with that in mind, let us open up the old character editor code. Okay, I think we're just going to build out the character customization. Um, and then just see where it takes us. Okay. Okay, so I'm missing an argument. Just I need to put, yeah, so in terms of the armors, these are the ones I have planned for a direct porting over to layered clothing. Um, the texture editing is pretty much, there's no official name, but it's called, the technology that powers it is called editable images. But beyond that, texture editing. It technically uses UV mapping to find where to put it. But yeah, um, yeah, no, thank you, Time Traveling Seal. I appreciate it. And Squistic, I have some agreements with other UGC creators, which allows me to use their items, and so I'll be using those at first. Though if I need to make something from scratch by myself, I should be able to. Um, yeah, no, Anastasia, the lore accurate two-face suit. Yeah, no, like we'll have a lot of control for this stuff, and I'm very excited for that. Um, let's see can you apply a texture to the hand? Oh, yeah, answered that already. will this be the default outfit? Yeah, just the Christmas sweater and pants. No, though I did get reminded today that my default outfit from before was literally just what I decided when making it originally. I just like set some random, like sort of like the mint color for like all the armor pieces. Like it's just, yeah, it's crazy how you'll just make a decision in the moment, and then next thing you know, 100 million play sessions later, it's still there. Um, but yeah, so in terms of armor, uh, I only have the upper armor done right now. I will be building out these ones. Actually, what do y'all want to work on right now? I guess I want to work on the character editor a little bit. Now that we have like the technology built out at least a little bit in every direction, and then I'll start expanding. For example, say that we figure out that the layered items aren't compatible in some way. I'd rather we figure that out before I make all of them, you know? And so now that we have enough for one of them, I could probably imagine making a second one, but funnily enough, this layered armor is not actually layering that much. The closest thing you'll have is the X armor. But yeah, I did try making the center armor with the layered clothing, but that looked so bad that I decided, okay, we need to build out this texture technology because that's the only way this will work and look good. And I think that paid off. Okay, so sorry, just end. Um, oh, oh, by the way, y'all, as part of my, as part of one of my contract jobs, I'm doing some work for this other, like Roblox type thing, um, called Project Frontier. And as part of it, I added a Ko-fi thing where if y'all spend 35 bucks, you'll get a custom weapon added to both the game I'm working on there and and you can actually choose a power for me to add to Superhero Life too. So yeah, if that sounds interesting to you, you know, I wanted to mention it. I'll be mentioning it about once or so. I agreed to mention it once or so a day for this week. So if y'all want to buy that, it's 35 bucks and you can have, a power in two different games added. And so that's fun. But at the end of the day, yeah, I am more than happy that y'all just show up and watch me do this work. Um, but yeah, so will the secret bases stay the same or no? I'm not going to be reinventing the wheel with them, but I'm going to be doing a lot better job this time. Like in terms of just quality and implementation and just ease of use. It you should be able to make distinct looking bases. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. Okay, so I've gotten. Why is this erroring? Okay, so we have humanoid util new character. Okay, so let's just decide a character type for now while we okay. Okay, so pseudo enum blocky slender uh R 2012. Okay, then uh type equals pseudo enum. So we're just going to have these in there. Eventually, of course, it'll read your character off of your data. But as that doesn't exist, in any real form yet, as we're still building all this out. I just have some filler ones to get things functional, you know? Um, ooh, you wrote your name into the Goblet of Fire. Nice. How'd that go? Um, okay, so why don't you yelling at me? Text color. Oh, okay, so icon. Okay, so I just gotta keep on adding them. Okay, so this one, sorry, I've modified my UI library a good amount, and it should have stabilized now for the most part. So it's a temporary issue, but still, get font. Get font data. Okay, there we go. Font type. All right, yay. Scheme type. Yeah, so this is all getting plugged in. So yeah, Dumbledore said calmly. Yes, just having a calm shouting match. Okay, so how about let's see. So where do we put this? So style service export type scheme type equals light or dark. That should hopefully. Why is it yelling at me? It's exhausting. Okay. Let me Let me just verify that I'm doing the right scheme type. Okay, so scheme type is light or dark. And I believe that is exported. Okay, so whatever. Let me just check to make sure that it's not because I have like a different version of the library, but that would be error. Let me see it. How about I will go and make a quick update to synthetic. Okay, so that is the that's the little. So synthetic, in case y'all hear me mention it in the future, is basically the little UI library that I maintain that has a lot of cool little stuff. Yeah, the I know that y'all can't see my screen, by the way. But oh, I want to go watch. I want to watch Superman, but I only have one screen, so I'll be gone for 20 minutes. All right, well, enjoy. That's My Adventures of Superman, right? It's a good show. Let's see. I really enjoy it. Feels like it has kind of like that Avatar energy, except everybody's, you know, a very attractive adult, which I think is an amazing upgrade. I think every TV show should have people be super hot and fun. So, okay, so local enums. Okay, sorry, I'm just getting all the enums out before I completely lose my mind. Enums.font type. The okay, I promise I'm almost through. I just need to finish typing. Just finish typing these different color roles. Okay, so I think, oh yeah, and palettes. I think that's it. Okay. All right, so now I have saved that change to synthetic, and then, assuming it doesn't error, which it will take a minute for it to run all the tests and compile and stuff. Yeah, that's in the meantime. Let's try to get it to recognize some of the other stuff. Okay, so new. Why am I doing this all manually? Hmm. Okay. No, wait, I think I actually had intentions for these. Never mind. Okay, so let's figure out what I need to actually do. So text color state. Okay, so okay, so I should be able to fix that. Okay, so let's get that running. I don't remember what this is. You know? Because I'm pretty sure it does something, but I just don't remember. Yeah. It says the asset selection panel. Okay, so honestly, I'm just gonna start over. I don't even know what I want to make. Okay. Okay. I'm getting a feeling that this is some pretty old code. Okay, but I think why is it yelling at me? Style service. Yeah, so now all that fits together. So let's load the scene or make it error because I've moved something, which it relies on. That's always a possibility too. Missing folder for character style blah. Huh. Oh wait, do I swap? I swear, the editor has just got a lot stupider today. Like it's just swapping out all the strings with just generic ones, and that's causing me to have errors, which is not good. Welcome back, Zone. How's it going? All right, yay! I did it. Kind of. The camera's kind of pointed in a weird place, but still, progress. I think it's because I need to set the pivots for all of them to a consistent spot. Um, okay, so all of them should have the pivot set on the ground. And then all I need to do is when I create the pivot, I just need to, I don't even need to think about the hip height anymore. I can just pivot it directly to it, which is why we wanted to make that consistent. Okay, well now I need to offset the camera though. Okay, so let's instead save this. All right, let's try this. Oh, good. But this. Why is there no change? That should have moved it up a significant amount. Hmm. Let's see. All right, well, that's better. Uh, okay, so this should work. Yep. Yeah. Hey there, Eric. Thank you for stopping by. Yep, time traveling seal. This is the iconic corner returns. Okay, there it is. Okay, I was like, yeah, okay, so I'm just trying to find a good scale for it. Now, the tough question, of course, will be how do we actually design the UI? It's not pre-recorded zone. You just haven't been hearing when I've been responding to you. Um, maybe you're offset from the current live part. But yeah, yeah. But hey, now this is Sigma. Yep, indeed. All right. So what to do? What to do? Okay. Can I say I can tell you about the hotel chain uh Hyatt. It's okay. Bit overpriced, but also, that's kind of the thing. Okay. Let's see, do I have a Figma scene set up? What the Figma? There are upsides to using your phone as your camera, and there are downsides, such as if you ever need to verify anything. Okay. Okay. Honestly, the do I have a Figma account? No. Hmm. I didn't. I said Hyatt, the hotel chain. Assuming that's what you're referring to, right? Um, okay. So I just Right now, I'm assembling. You're Ruby from Fortnite. I actually have not played Fortnite that much. Um, let's see. Okay, so we're going to make a new scene called Figma scene because that's what we are. We're Figmas. Um, Perfect. Oh, say hello to my resume, y'all. It's nothing too interesting, but I like it. I worked hard on it. Probably need to update it at some point, but oh well. Um, no, zone, I'm not saying it. Let's see. Ooh, Material 3 design kit. Looking good. Okay, so now I just need, yeah, yeah, no, for someone whose job is all about game design, I surely am no fun. Let's see. Okay, so um, okay, so then I should switch scene to Figma scene. Cool. So now let's try this. Um, so I'm going to go to Roblox Studio, then I'm going to select Figma. Yay! Yeah, character customization. I have not seen that, but that does sound uh, appropriate for the Deadpool Wolverine movie. That seems about what I'd expect. I will say, I do think the Deadpool movies must be very fun to work on, unless you're like a CG artist or something. Um, okay, so how to best do this? Okay, so we have these cool different little components. All right, so now new design file. So I'm going to move output down here to give me a little bit more of a reasonable screen dimension. You know, actually, I should just be a little bit more intelligent with this. So let's set some device stuff. Okay. So we want to support both. How do I rotate it again? I could have sworn there was like it's like a symbol around here. There it is. Yeah. So I want to support it in both the in both this mode and in the other mode. Okay. So with all this in mind, I think what I'm learning is that I need to be a little bit more intelligent when it comes to actually spacing it. You won't get put in time, but I am feeling a bit drained. Oh, how about this? Because Eric's here now, I'm going to show Eric the um, the stuff that we did, and then then I might pause the stream for the night. This is going to be one of the shortest ones ever. I'm sorry. I only got about 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and I don't think I realized how much that would influence my sociability. Who knew? Who would have thought that everything feels like sandpaper on your brain when you don't get enough sleep? Crazy. Um, but yeah, so Eric, you still there? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Looks like they stepped out for the moment. Who'd have thunk? Who would have thunk? Okay. Oh, here are all the layered assets. Okay, I think I'm going to tap out for now. Thank y'all for joining me on the hour-long stream. It flew by, just like my energy. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with some more progress on the character editor and more of a clearer vision and hopefully more sleep. Anyway, thank you all for stopping by. I will catch you next time. Peace.